Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today is the day it is beginning. We're just going to lift the mower out and get it washed off, and Kieran's going to go and mow our first little field. We're just mowing a small patch today to get the baler and that set up. But yeah, I'll get this lifted out. The mower is out. It's quite dusty. It's been in the shed all winter, so Kieran will hose that off once we get it hitched on. He's going to take his tractor, the 210, and then yeah, we're going to mow. It's only maybe 4-acre paddock because I've got someone wants me to do some baling with the Ibio probably at the start of next week. So tomorrow I'm going to go and bale that small paddock and just make sure everything's set up right. Not a bad bit of grass here. It's a bit, people walk along here all the time, so as we get in the field more it's better. We'll leave him to it. Right, got the baler hitched up and we're just going to take the knives out and sharpen them. So the grass comes up through here and then these knives will be up here and cut the grass as it comes through. They just need sharpening. So we're just taking them out now. So yeah, Kieran's finished mowing. I'm gonna get the baler all ready to go. Gonna pressure wash the tractor, get the blade sharpened, get it greased, and then we'll be ready to go. That's all the dust blown off that one, and I did just give the baler a little rinse. So yeah, just get those knives back in, and then tomorrow we'll go and bale some grass and see what it's like. Well, I'm hoping I'll be able to do it. I'm supposed to be not here tomorrow, but I might be able to get it done before I leave, but we'll see. But yeah, she looks quite smart on the baler. First time I've had it hitched up ready to go. So for anyone who hasn't seen I think some of the first videos I did, I was just finishing baling last November. Sorry about the wind, I'll try and stop it. So yeah, this is our Ibio IntelliWrap Plus from Kuhn. I think it's a 2018 model or 19, can't remember now. This is our 4th season with it, I'm pretty sure, so yeah, been 18. So this is a combination baler, but not one that makes the bale and then wraps it at the same time. This makes the bale and then wraps it in the same chamber, so I'll show you that working tomorrow, how it all works and things. This one has film binding on it, so we don't use any net. You put 2 rolls of film up here, and then that wraps your bale with film instead of net, and then you have another 2. This is all opened up at the minute. Normally this would be down, and you have another 2 films on here that wrap the bale completely. So the grass comes up in here through the pickup, and then this one we've got 14 knives in here, so I'll just sharpen them now. I'm just going to put some back in. So this is one of the knives. So as it comes up through here, and this is the bottom of the bale chamber, there's the top half of the bale chamber. It goes through these knives and gets cut. So yeah, there's 14, so they're about 2-inch spacings between each one. So the longest sort of length of the grass that goes into the bale is 2 inches. So yeah, so there's the top half of the baler. So there's a load of rollers there, and then this is the bottom half. Again, this is folded down, so I'll show you in a minute when I fold it back up. So that all those rollers spin round, this spin grass round in a circle and roll it into a bale. So that's sort of the basic principle of how it works, but it's probably easier to show you out in the field. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, this is our 4th season, going into our 4th season now with it, and yeah, we've been quite impressed with it, very happy with it. I'd like to upgrade to an FBP, which is a fixed chamber baler with a wrapper on behind, but for now this works well for us. And yeah, that's what all the bales over there were made with this one. I'm not sure how many bales we'd have, maybe 6,000 with this, maybe not quite 5 I expect, more like. So yeah, we've done a few with it, and yeah, had no major issues, been fairly happy with it. But anyway, I'll get these knives put back in. Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. This is day number 2 of the video. Got the Fiat out and got the rake foot on for the first time, so Kieran's going to give her a go on the rake today, but I think it should work fine. Nice little 2-wheel drive, will turn nicely, burn way less fuel than Kieran's T7, so aircon works. The radio doesn't work, so you might have to have some headphones, but other than that, she's fine on there. So you're just getting the control box. I'm going to check it all works. Got it all folded up, might just hose it off a bit, it's a bit dusty, and then we'll go and give it a go. But the rake looks quite big on the back of there, but yeah, it's just handy to know that it can run it when we need it to, when other tractors are busy. Because last year I did with the T6 quite often. Kieran would be out with his T7 and I would mow in the morning, go rake and then go bale, and I can't get much done doing it like that. So by having this one able to rake, it means one less job for me when one of the other T7s are busy. So yeah, it should work perfectly. And we're off. Kieran's just headed off a little bit ahead of me to go rake. I'm sure I'll catch him up. He's got to get used to the little Fiat. Baler is on, we're ready to go, and I'll see you when we're over at the field. And we're away. Unfortunately I didn't get any video of Kieran raking the field because I was fiddling about with the baler trying to get it to work. We had a few little teething problems just at the start. I think it's just where it's sat all winter, maybe a little water got in one of the bearings and he was a bit stiff, so it was sucking in wrap when I didn't want it to. But it seems to be okay now, it's loosened up, so I guess as it's ran it's just freed it up a bit. So yeah, not a bad bit of grass here. That beeping means I'm full. So you'll see us do a bale here, so you can just about see the 2 front rolls of wrap, they fold over and suck in. And then we have, it puts 3 layers of that black plastic round, so there, that's done. They come back up and you can hear the click, and then it opens up, and then the wrapper on the back, you can just about see it spinning around there, wraps the other way so all the ends are covered, and that gives us a nice tight seal around the bales, so it ferments nicely and doesn't rot, and it stores over winter ready for whenever we want to feed it. It cuts the wrap and dumps it off the back. So it's a fairly quick process. I mean, it's not the quickest baler in the world, but it's quick enough for us, and it saves us having to come back with wrapper. But then that's the bale done, and I'll return it back on, and away we go. So yeah, not a bad bit of grass. It's dried out. We only cut it yesterday afternoon. It's already not dry, but dry enough. So this old-fashioned type grass doesn't take long to dry out, so it's a good job we got over here. But anyway, I've done 6 bales, just finished the outside now, and I'll be back with you when we do a bit more. I might try and do a time lapse in a sec if I can get it set up. That's the first field of the year done. I would say it was maybe 3-4 acres, and I got 19 bales off of it. Maybe you can see that. I'm just going around, there's a couple little bits I've missed I'm just going to pick up. And yeah, so other than that slight little problem at the start, it all went smoothly. The new tractor runs it fine. Been running it in Eco PTO to try and save a bit of fuel with the current prices being so high. Don't want to be burning too much fuel. So yeah, it's ran nicely and this field's done. Now I've got to go over to the other side of town to do 18 acres for a customer of ours, who's, well, our main customer, the dairy farm. But they do all their bales and all their grass and round bale silage, so we do all their baling for them. So yeah, I'll head over there. Right, it was 20 bales in the end. I had one extra there. That's just heading over. So yeah, all tidied up. We'll get these picked up in the next couple of days. Yeah, job done. Just arrived out up at the field. Still raking over there, if you can see. So I'm just adjusting my wheels. When I'm on the road, I just put them up like that so they're out of the way. And then take this pin out and spin that round. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. That goes down on the ground, and then I put that where I want it. So all those holes are different heights, so if the grass is quite short, I put these wheels up more, so it picks up the grass better, but I think it's quite bumpy here, so I don't want it too low because the pickup times will hit on the floor. But we'll make a start and see how we go. So I'll just show you how basically how I make the baler work. First we press this or pull this button out, which is our PTO, light comes on. The PTO is that, kind of see it, that black shaft that goes between the tractor and the baler. PTO stands for power takeoff. So that rotates and gets all the gears and cogs spinning around to get the baler to work. And then we turn the revs up, so I just press this button here, which is a preset revs. I'm in Eco PTO because it's quite a big tractor, so I can run it at a lower engine speed but a high PTO speed, so again save fuel. We run it at 540 RPM. Make sure our spool's in, so that's just all the oil flow that allows the baler to go up and down and things. And then I'm just going to pull forward up the rut a little bit. And on the screen here, that is our bed to go down. You can see it's down there, where that silver is there. We can start picking up grass. So just push the stick forward like that, and away we go. Got fairly wide rows here, so I'm going to have to concentrate here. But yeah, I'll crack on and I'll be back with you. Here's one for the class fans. This is Robert's tractor at 6:30. Little single rotor rake. So Robert has to go up and down twice. So ours is like 2 of those. So we only have to do 1 row up, but Robert goes up and then back. It's quite a nice tractor, I've driven it a few times before. Yeah, it's steady going, it's quite thick rows here. So I've just ran out of wrap on the back wrapper here. So these do 2 rolls will do like 60 bales-ish. So they're in these boxes here, so I'll get these swapped over a second. That's those changed over. Just thread them through these rollers here, and that keeps the tension to keep the wrap tight as it gets right around the bale. Now I'm not sure if Robert has noticed one of his tines is here, so I'm just going to grab it and take it over to him before he wonders where it's to. Looks like it's broken off. Yeah, I think he's had one break before, because I remember him asking. One of these went up through this baler once actually, because he rang me to say, is there one going through the baler? I said, I doubt it, but I was wrong, because apparently it did go up through the baler. So I'll just hop out and let him know that there's a tine here on the floor. Last row in this field, it's currently 7:30. I've got 92 bales, so not too bad. And then there's another field to do, or another 2 fields to do, so it's going to be a bit of a late one because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm going to have to get it all done tonight. So it's going to be a little while yet, but anyway, we'll keep going and try and get done as soon as possible. Right, this is the next field. It's not as big as the last one. I wouldn't say there's as much grass here, and then there's a couple more further on, but I think they're only very small, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. But yeah, I'll crack on through. So it's getting a little bit dark now and a little bit dewy, and as you can see, this bale a little wonky, lopsided, and occasionally what happens with this baler is the wrap goes round. It's happened a couple times here. The wrap goes round the rollers because they get a bit sticky, and it just means that the bale only gets wrapped on one side. So I've just come to cut that off, but it doesn't happen very often. Maybe like twice today, and I've done 150 bales, so not that big a deal. But yeah, I think because the rollers are they just get a bit sticky and dewy, especially when it's wetter grass like this. So I'll just cut that off. That's another field done. It's now 9:45 at night, so obviously getting on a bit now, but I've only got the headland of the field next door to me here to do because they only cut around the headland. I'm guessing the grass wasn't long enough, so they just cut the headland and they'll leave it to grow on a little bit longer. There's a reason we're out there, but it's, I think, due to the lack of rain, it's gotten quite stemmy, but ours at home is exactly the same. But it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so that's why I'm finishing late today to get this done, and then some fresh rain on this freshly cut stuff should kick it back on, and that's what we're hoping at home, because especially some of our permanent pastures, they definitely want a bit more kicking on because they're a little ways off of being ready to cut. So anyway, I'm going to get this headland done, and I'm going to go home and have some tea because I'm starving and I didn't bring any food with me. There it is, the last one for today. 162 bales plus the 20 I did, so 182 bales today. Not bad going. It's just gone 10, and how much fuel have I used? I used 71.6 or 71.7 litres of fuel to do 162 bales. That's travelling here as well, so not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to head home. I have some. So hope you can see me alright, but if you like the video, please give it a like and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we'll be getting busier and doing more stuff like this. Yeah.